All right, Shalom. This is Brother Gabar. And before I hop into the spiritual hydration, first and foremost, I would like to give all praises to the Most High in their true Paleo Hebrew names and in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. So with that, I would like to say, Call Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Ha, Rakah, Kwadash, Maf. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder as well, Aharwan Ban Yasharala, from whom I learned this truth. And shalom to you, Akim, the brothers and the women and children that sincerely believe in faith and in sincerity. All right. So tonight, this spiritual hydration is going to be coming out of the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 9, as it reads, I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. All right. So I wanted to get this precept primarily focusing on that point of I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because we entering into the times and the days of the Lord's vengeance, where the Lord is about to execute judgment upon this place, America, which is spiritually known as the daughter of Babylon, Sodom and Egypt, Rome, so on and so forth, man. The Lord is about to execute vengeance on this wicked kingdom. All right, all type of judgments and afflictions and persecutions and things are about to befall this place. All right, and this whole earth, primarily here in America, is going to taste, that fire, those judgments, those afflictions, those persecutions, those prophecies that's going to befall this place. And the elect are going to be in the midst of the fire as well, but the Lord is going just like the three brothers, when it was thrown in the fiery furnace, the Lord put a cool mist around them. The Lord is going to do the same thing, spiritually in these times, for the elect. Going to be in the midst of the fire, all these persecutions and tribulation and turmoil out here. All right, but they're going to have that cool mist about them, man, that hedge of protection around them, to where, yeah, you're going to be in the fire. All right, but you're not going to be feeling it. All right, how 2/3 going to feel it, So just stand in that spirit of bearing the indignation of the Lord, and also twofold, bearing the indignation of the Lord for the vengeance and the judgments he's about to put forth on the earth, and also in your personal lives and on your personal walk, bearing the indignation of the Lord, man, bearing and enduring those different afflictions and tribulations and trials and things that may befall you. You know what I'm saying? You want to bear those things. You want to bear those things, endure those things. You know what I'm saying? Endure the indignation, the tribulations, the afflictions of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashah. And real quick, this is going into the etymology of that word bear. And it's a lot of words, but it's a couple key ones I wanted to point out. So when you go into that word bear in Micah chapter 7 and verse 9, it says, just a few of those words, except desire, right? Because one, you gotta accept, the indignation of the Lord, his judgments, his afflictions, his persecutions, all right, because those things are gonna come right upon the earth, upon your personal walks, and so on and so forth. Those things are going to come. So first you got to, accept it, that this is the will of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. It says, Salakia, accept desire, right? You want to, man, it's a scripture that speak on, how a man, it's not a just man, but how a man shall desire the judgments of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. All right, because ultimately in those trials and tribulations and judgments and afflictions, so on and so forth, the Lord is not necessarily meant to break you, but to reveal things unto you, man. You know what I'm saying? So you want to desire those things because yeah, it don't feel good when you're going through it, but the end result, you know what I'm saying, it ultimately leads to more wisdom, more knowledge, more righteousness, more understanding, more faith, more strength, more courage, um, more correction, more healing. You know what I'm saying? Various things, man. So you want to accept the Lord's, indignations, his judgments, the trials and tribulations and afflictions that we go through on our personal walks. And, and that's what's to come on this earth. You know what I'm saying? In these last days through the prophecies of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right. You want to desire them as well, because ultimately it's the Lord's will. It's already written. It's destiny per se. Is going to happen. All right, so you want to desire those things because all of these things must happen for the kingdom to come. All right, for the elect to be taken up into the chariots, ultimately receiving salvation. All right, and 2/3 perishing on this side by 200 million nuclear missiles and being brought back in the kingdom, man, receiving their salvation that way. All right, so all of these things must come to pass. So we are to accept and desire these things, right? Hold up these things, receive, right? Regard, respect. All right. And the main one I wanted to get is when you go down to, it says to bear, carry, support, sustain, endure. So that's one of the main words I wanted to get, is that endure. All right, so going back to the scripture of Micah 7:9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord. All right, you want to be in that. You want to pray to that the Lord keeps that spirit on you of bearing his indignation, or enduring his indignation. These different trials and tribulations and afflictions and judgments and things. You want to pray that the Lord keep you in the spirit of enduring. All right, not giving up, not turning away from the Lord, not laying down, man. Just you want to pray that the Lord keep you in that spirit of bearing his indignation, man, enduring, and pushing through, Lord willing, until the very end, man, that last moment. All right. But man, you wanna pray. You want to continue to pray, ask the Lord that he allow you to bear his indignation, man. All right, even going into how Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are in this captivity in the first place, man, is because we sinned and transgressed against the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, so just being in the spirit of bearing the Lord's indignation, man. All right, being able to receive it, accept it, understand it, and move forward within that. You know what I'm saying? That's bearing, just like you bear your cross on a daily basis, man. You want to pray that the Lord keep you in that spirit of bearing his indignation as well, man. All right. So it says, because ultimately bearing his indignation is going to keep you moving forward, man. It's going to keep you, man, it's going to keep you pushing forward when you bear it. But if you allow it to, if you don't say them prayers and the Lord don't put that spirit on you of bearing and enduring, or ultimately you're gonna fall away. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna give up. Because you couldn't bear the Lord's indignation, man. You couldn't bear his judgments, his afflictions, his tribulations, his trials. You know what I'm saying? You wanna be one to strive for the truth unto death, man. You know what I'm saying? You wanna endure and push and fight. You know what I'm saying? And to whatever your expected end may be, man. All right, you don't want to give up. You don't want to drop your sword. You don't want to drop your shield, man. You don't want to get removed off that battlefield. You want the Lord to allow you to fight until the very end, man. All right. So this is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 9 again. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness, man. And ultimately, that's what's gonna happen when you make it through those different trials and tribulations and afflictions and judgments and so on and so forth, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord showing you his light, all right, and is showcasing his righteousness and what righteousness truly is, man. You know, according to the scriptures, according to the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, all right. Being righteous in mind, body, and in deeds, Salakia, all right, and being brought forth to the light. You know what I'm saying? That Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, in truth and in sincerity. You know, truly understanding, walking in this truth and this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and what it means. You know, and that's why you should want to pray to that you bear the Lord's indignation, man, because ultimately it's going to lead you to the true understanding of all those things I just mentioned, man. You know, but if you give up, you know, if you give up, if you don't trust the process, whatever the end of the process is, man, you'll never find it. You'll never know within yourself, and you will never know if you just give up. So you got to pray that the Lord keep you in that spirit of bearing his indignation, man, bearing these different trials and afflictions, and tribulations and things that's brought forth upon you, man. You know, the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, take cheerfully whatever cometh upon you, again, roughly paraphrasing. So that's the spirit you want to strive to stay in and be in, taking those things cheerfully, man, bearing those things, enduring those things, to whatever your expected end may be, according to the will of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You want to strive for the truth unto death, man. You want to fight, until your last breath, or until you're on them chariots, man, So, Khan, I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying and are encouraging. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.